Hello, everybody. It's Friday. I know y'all usually see me on a Thursday, but hello, happy Friday. We made it. It's the weekend. I'm Veronica Chanel. I'm the host and the creator of The Lady Ball Show. And this is a special interview. As everyone has seen the graphics, different ones has been in the Instagram stories and everything. My host, not my, I call her my co-host tonight, is someone that's very special, very special, very special. And the Lord has called her, in my opinion, to the nations on a national level. So the Lady Ball Show is where we have discussions, and we feature guests that's in lifestyle, entertainment, as well as business. So tonight, the young lady I'm going to be speaking with is Doe Jones. She is from the group Forever Jones. That's how she got started. I've been following her family group as well as her ever since the song He Wants It All was released, which everybody knows that was some years ago. And ever since then, I have kept, they're watching their movements, listening to their song, looking at their performances. She has experience from Grammys to Dove Awards, you name it. Everything is up under her belt. So I'm bringing my guest, Doe Jones, so we can start having our little discussion that we have for this evening. So let me bring her in so everybody can see her.
Hi.
Welcome, Doe, to the Lady Ball Show. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for coming tonight on this Friday evening. Thank you for being here.
Oh, I'm so glad to be here. I love your intro video.
Really? Thank you.
Yes. I'm not even talking about the part that I was in, like the whole thing.
Oh, well, thank you, girl. Thank you for I like that. But I like the part you you in.
Very nice.
Thank you
Yeah, the
so
part I
much.
like the part too. I just was saying that, I didn't want you to think I was just saying it because I was in there.
Thank you, Justin. We have some viewers coming in. Thank
Hi,
you for,
Justin.
for coming in. Listen, make sure you guys like and share the video out. We're having summer music flow. And so Doe is actually the one that's going to be in the series for us. It's a nice way to top it off this entire series of us featuring recording artists as well as independent artists. So let's get into our little discussion for this evening, though. So,
Yeah.
my first question, I just kind of said it within my introduction. Um, your family group, Forever Jones, is very successful,
Thank
very
you.
successful. If we can do the roll call, I'm talking about 3 Grammys, 6 Stellar Awards, even if the nominations, 4 Dove Awards. You guys been on TV and performing. I mean, national level to the nations. Is how I see you guys. Your entire family. What made you decide to step out as an artist?
I think everyone knows when it's time. It's
Mm-hmm.
no longer, oh, I'm on here by myself. It's no longer, I want to do this because, I saw somebody else do it. It looks so cool. Like it feeds, it's no longer that
Mm-hmm.
it didn't feed my um, ego or anything. It was just like, if I don't go, I will feel torn and I'll feel like I'm dying inside.
Wow.
And I probably like made my I'm going solo statement in 2014, which was like 5 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I put out the prayer tool and all of that. And it has been a journey of really
Mm-hmm.
trusting God, and it has not been easy. But I do want to say that trusting Jesus and trusting his plan for your life is so worth it, even if it doesn't end up looking like you thought it was going to look, because he doesn't just take you from where you are to where you're going. In the process of you getting to where you're going,
Mm-hmm.
you are also processed and you become a better human being. It's like either you do or you backslide. You have one choice, either you're going to stay in the process and let God do it, or
Yeah.
things, or it's not going to be good for you. So it's been a good journey for me. And you just asked me when and what made me do it, and I gave you this whole spiel, but
No,
there's just
that's
so
fine.
much to
I
say
want
about it. There's so much to say about it.
No, that's fine. That's good. I like that you said it's a process
Yeah,
because
it is.
even what some people don't understand when you start as a group
Mm-hmm.
and the group you're in was like it's major. Even though
Yes.
you're coming as a solo artist, it's still a process for you as an artist, as an
Yeah.
individual. And I
Yeah.
think a lot of people don't understand that. So I think that's
Yeah.
awesome that you even mentioned that there's a process for you.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, I mean, even something as little as like, we talked about on Instagram that I go by
Hmm.
Doe now. You have no idea how many people I have to tell that to, and I actually didn't realize that people knew me as Dominique Jones. I thought it was just Forever Jones, and now I get to create this new,
Hmm.
so I'm like, in the whole rebranding thing is new as well. Like on Cycles, I'm Doe, and everybody was like, "Who's Doe? Who's Doe?" And I'm thinking, well, I
Hmm.
thought they knew, so it just everything it's all a process, and but it's all every day getting up and saying yes. Okay, you can I will let you be my life's manager.
Yes, I like that, and I see the humbleness in you as well,
Thank you.
especially in in your performances. So I know you reside in Dallas, Texas,
Yeah.
currently. Are you like
Ah.
the minister of music in the church that you attend?
I do lead worship at my dad's church when I'm in town,
Mm-hmm.
and it's called King's Chapel Dallas. And I lead worship in other places as well. But as far as like where I'm plugged in while I'm here, I'm with my dad's
Mm-hmm.
church in Irving, Texas. And it's cool
Mm-hmm.
because everybody's like, what's your family doing? We get to come together once a month at his church and do a worship night, and that is powerful because we get to be who we are and
Yeah.
prophesy over people, sing over people, just minister and glorify God through music.
And so you grew up in a church, correct? If
No,
I okay.
I'm just kidding. Come on. Yeah.
No. I was
Yeah.
sitting here thinking, I said, did she grow up? Because I know your family has this whole history when you guys came out the background.
Yep.
I was like trying to remember, did she say they grew up in church?
You right. Don't nobody talk like me and not, have all the terminology right.
Girl, you have it packed down now. Because that takes me to my next question. On your
Okay.
website, you do a lot of vlogs, and
Yeah.
then what I love about you though, you're so reachable to your audience.
Aw.
That is so. I mean, that is so amazing. You have not let the awards and the fame get to you where you can't reach your audience and actually sit down and talk. Okay, everyone who, if you don't know, she goes live on her Instagram as well, and she just be singing or she's talking to us. But I noticed in one of your vlogs, you talk about your favorite books is First and Second Samuel. It's the Old
Yes.
Testament. Could you tell us a little bit of why
Oh
you
man.
love those two books?
Okay. I actually have not read those two books in a minute, but
Hmm.
they're just, I mean, and when I was a youth pastor, I would tell kids this, like, the Bible is so juicy.
Yeah.
So juicy. And First and Second Samuel had me, terrorized. It had me crying. It just, there's
Wow.
so much in there. It had, my faith was being built by, you know, um, Hannah's story,
Hmm.
and believing God for your miracle, and people are taunting you, and I mean, how to handle that, and then I don't know, and then the relationship between David and Jonathan. I mean,
Hmm.
just the fact that,
Hmm.
I mean, think about it. Like, nepotism is a regular thing in businesses and churches, and people have to say whatever they want to say about it. But in this instance, that was not God's plan. And for
Hmm.
Jonathan to be able to wrap his mind around that and know the plan of God was not for him to be on the throne and to be okay with that. And for him
Right.
to, he didn't catch jealousy, his dad did. Like, and he was able to support his friend. Like, he loved his friend so much he was willing to lie to his dad to save
Hmm.
his friend. Like, just that whole dynamic and the whole storyline behind their friendship. And I'm a sensitive type, and so I can relate to David a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ain't gonna murder nobody, but But I just felt like, man, I get him. I feel like he didn't just write songs because it was an offering to the Lord. Like, I feel like it was a mode of expression for him.
Hmm.
and therapy in a way to just get it off of his chest and present it before the Lord. So anyway,
I figured that you liked it because David was like, he was so into music. Everybody knows he can play an instrument. And it's like, I think it's like sort of kind of like a piggyback for a worship leader to
got it.
use like music. Music is a form of therapy.
Yes, it
Um,
is.
it's just straight therapy. So that brings me to, if we would talk about your song "Reach," honey,
Ooh.
that song.
I blew up your segue, didn't I? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, you don't. No, come on, though.
but 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 hey, I can fix it though. Watch this. I can fix it. Okay. David was the first one to introduce the creative arts to ministering before the Lord in music to the temple and the tabernacle. So that
Mhm.
that was a historic thing, and I do. And the church has never been the same since. You will not find church
Mhm.
without music. You may find church without instruments, but they're still singing,
They're
and so
always gonna be singing.
they're
Yeah,
always going to be singing. Yeah. So anyway,
right. But
so read.
thank you, thank you for that. But
You're
that
welcome.
song that you did, that
Thank
song
you.
"Reach," honey, is pure. It's just pure worship.
Thank you so
And
much.
I have had individuals that said that girl just sung straight to my soul. It's like
Amen.
I'm at work one day and I have it on repeat and I'm just
Mm,
listening to it.
yeah.
It's like, if I may, you yourself is crying out to the Lord,
Yeah.
and it's like you saying, Lord, help me to reach you. It sounds like when this song was birthed, was it from a season in your life
Absolutely. 100%.
when you was going through something?
Yeah. You want to hear? Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I am.
Mhm.
I was youth pastor in Shreveport, and I was still traveling. And
Mhm.
I was carrying two different campuses, and I had some help, and I had very supportive pastors, and but it was just like it was a lot.
Mhm.
It was a lot for me, and it was so funny. I would come back in town. I'd be so tired, and all it would take was for me to see one of those kids' faces, and I would just be done for. Like, oh, I know why I do my job. I love these kids, and I'm
Right.
still
Right.
connected to them to this day. But that being said, I was transitioning into this season of my life, or either
Mhm.
that or it was right before. And so I was just, there were moments where I was too tired to even go to the gas pump, meaning like I was just too tired to even pray. And
Wow.
I mean, not like I couldn't, I wouldn't. And so
Mhm.
I remember one moment I got up and I had my piano right by my bed and I sat down at the piano and literally just started singing that prayer to the Lord. Teach my heart to reach, Father, teach my heart to reach. 'Cause when my soul is weary, like I was so weary and tired, but I knew that if he was asking for more from me,
Right.
then more was in there.
Right.
And
Right.
that I was just going to have to ask him to give me an appetite. I need you to teach me to do what you're asking me to do because this is really hard. And I
Mhm.
sang it in my youth group, and it didn't matter if the words sucked. Like, if we sang that song, like, God just breathed on it. That song became a three-part series. And I preached that word to them, and I realized, like, this is a word. This is not just a song. This is a
Right. It is.
challenge for the rest of my life. I will always be asking and challenging myself. Am I just waiting for God to plop things into my lap, or am I reaching for Him? You know?
Oh, that's good. I
Yeah.
like that. It's something to think about because it feels with the process and when God requires more for us to do. He said He won't put no more on us than we can
We
bear.
can bear. Yeah.
But you're right. Some days it feel like, God, I can't do this. Why am I here? What you trying to
Right.
show me?
Right.
And you need His strength. You need His strength and His power.
Absolutely.
And that's what I hear in her song "Reach." For those
Yeah.
of you who haven't heard it, really listen to it. It's like, and then that part though, when y'all say "weary," and you keep hearing it, like that's the part that
Yeah.
hit my soul. That's the
Yeah.
part that hit me because the waiting part is not easy. It's
Yeah.
not. So that I want to thank you for writing that. That
Yeah.
I know that came from your heart.
It did, and I'm. just to add some scriptural reference, James 4 and 8, obviously, draw near
Mm-hmm.
to God and he'll draw near to you. Wash your hands, you sinners, purify your hearts, for your loyalty is divided between God and the world. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't, in that moment, I really wanted God to just reach down and fix it, make me feel better. But
Mm-hmm.
he, like I said, while he was getting me from point A to point B, he was processing me and stretching me and
Mm-hmm.
forcing me to grow and to reach instead of just waiting for some hot holy moment to happen and oh I'm okay and God visited me, and he'll do that, but
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't want his kids to be baby Christians that are spoon fed for the rest of their lives. And so these moments catapult you into the more that you didn't know was there in God.
Right. Well said. And then he reintroduces himself to you.
Yeah. And I'm
That's
always
how.
going to be coming back to those. We're always going to have those moments. And so I just knew like this is a word for
Mm-hmm.
my lifetime.
Ooh, that's a testimony, y'all. That's a testimony, y'all. If y'all haven't heard her music, please go and listen to that song. It will bless your soul, especially if anyone feels heavy and
Yeah.
feel like you weighted down.
Yeah.
Though I want to know, I know you like a powerhouse all by yourself. Yeah, I told you that
Yes.
your voice is anointed. I told you that. Now, but what artists would you like to work with? Have you ever thought about working with artists in the future
Gosh,
projects?
I hate this question
I
because
don't know.
I everybody always asks me this question. I'm like, I don't know. I freeze up because I don't. Okay. I absolutely love Kira Sheeran.
Yes.
Kira, I have said your name in 20,000 interviews. When are you going to reach out to me? Um, let's see. Who else would I love to work with? Yeah, I'm just trying to. I mean, who's on my phone? I mean, do they have to be gospel artists?
Any artist. I know
And
you
yours,
work with oh God, sometimes my brain I get a blonde moment as well. My brain frees up. The young man that took home all those awards on the Stella.
Jonathan.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I mean, if I hadn't worked with him, he'd be the one I'd be mentioning right now in this interview. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a friend of his, but I'm a fan. And
Yeah.
I constantly have to let him know that. I just need you to know. And I, as a musician, I get nervous around him because he's so good. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and that doesn't always happen. I don't want to play anything in front of him. Not that I ever get the chance, but I hope I'm never asked to. I hope all I have to do is just sing while I'm there. But I opened up for him at a concert in Dallas, and I was like so nervous. But so him, Kara Sheard. I like. Okay, so I don't know if you've heard of this artist. Her name is Yeba, and she has an incredible voice. Have you
Is
heard of
she
her?
is she a new artist?
She's newer. Yeah, she's newer.
That's why I haven't. I think I may have seen a post about her
Yeah.
and they tagged her in the post, but I haven't had time to really listen to her music.
My God, today she's the real deal. Listen, when you hear her sing, you'd be like, "You grew up in church, and I know it." I just pointed at you guys with my
That would
but yeah,
be so neat to see you with that. I need to listen to her. What say her name again so we can go check
it's
her out?
it's just Abby backwards, Yeba,
Oh.
Yebba.
Oh, I have to look for her. I have to look for her. I haven't had time to really listen to her music.
Yeah,
But I
or
have to
PJ
look.
Morton.
Yes. Yes, that's a
He's
good
great.
one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I
Come
always
on.
wanted to know if because y'all guys love to do collaborations to put two individuals who have anointed voices working on a project. Ladies and gentlemen, my God, you're gonna have nothing but people fall now. Okay, that's all.
Oh,
That's all. That's
amen.
how I see it.
Yeah.
And so, but that when it comes to like your music, your
Uh huh.
brand,
Uh huh.
and the kingdom of God,
Yeah.
what is your passion? What are you passionate about?
I'm passionate about communicating.
Mm.
Um, I don't hope that was the right answer. Is that what you're asking? Are you asking like what message am I passionate about, or
Like, what are you passionate about? When you're out there performing, you're doing. What is that
oh
drives you?
yeah, okay. So all of my ministry stems from my private relationship with God. That sounds so taboo, or not taboo. That sounds so what's the word? Generic. But it's so true, because if that's not right, then I'm like thinking about it on stage, you know,
Right.
that
Right.
I haven't been spending time with him like I should, that I haven't prepared, you know. And I know that he carries you through a lot of those moments, because of
Mm-hmm.
his grace, and because he loves people, and he's like, I know you are where you are, but I'm going to use you to minister to these thousands of people, and I'll deal with you
Mm-hmm.
later, that type of thing. But and so I think that the one thing that I often find myself saying and communicating to people is that there is more for you beyond the pew. And I
That's good.
think that ties into the whole reach mentality. Like, when I say reach is like, it is a part of the core of who I am. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because I feel like there is a group of people that don't realize that hearing the voice of God, um, is goes far outside of just the person with the microphone, or the person behind the pulpit, or the person with the title prophetess or prophet or pastor. Like,
Mm-hmm.
God, what kind of father would only allow certain ones of his children to hear his voice, or to have close relationship and be in close proximity with him? If you really want it, it's something that everybody can have. And so I feel like there are a lot of us who are still living behind a torn veil. Like, the veil has been
That is
torn.
true.
We
That is
have
true.
access to him, but
Mm-hmm.
we're not using our all access pass to the backstage experience to who God is, you know.
Yeah.
And so that is like, that is my passion. Is I feel called to connect church people with the realness of who God is. Like, he so wants to be a part of their life and use them to get into other people's lives. Like, and I just think we're scared, and we think
Mm-hmm.
that, oh, that's just for people who are called, you know. But you know,
Yeah.
you all have a calling on your life, and I just think there's so much more for us than we access when it comes to God.
Yeah. I like that you said the backstage, the access.
Yeah.
And see, artists like you that create songs like Reach, for an example, even the song that your family did, He Wants It All.
Hmm.
It's like you're ushering the congregation, you're ushering us, and to say, come on, get this, the access that the Lord has for you.
Yeah.
And so I thank you for being who you are, for
Hmm.
the woman that you are today, the journey that you've been on, and the way that you share it to the audience, to everyone. And I'm so proud of you. I'm looking to see you at
Thank
the
you.
Grammys again.
Yes.
I'm
We're going.
looking to see. Is there anything, any upcoming projects or songs you want us to look out for?
Yes. You guys, well, I mean, you'll start seeing it on all of my pages when I'm ready to. I've been holding on to this entire album for about 2 years, and
Mm,
I am ready to put that baby out. And I, I released the two singles, Deepest Part of You and Reach. And I think it's
mm-hmm.
just time to put it out there, so I can, move on and start, putting down those other things that God's placed on my heart, and just kind of give the world a taste of who Do is
Yeah.
in the Lord, and what my worship sounds like. And it's just time. So that's going to
Mm-hmm.
happen very soon. I told people during the summer, oh, it's going to be in the fall. Oh, it's going to, but I actually have a date that I'm really praying about. So that's like really exciting.
Yeah.
Finally, my God. Um,
So I'm
so
sure everybody will be tuned in on her
yes,
Instagram
please.
page.
Yeah,
Also,
Instagram,
I
Facebook.
put on her Facebook. Oh, that's right, her Facebook page as well as Do Jones,
Yeah,
and that is her website. She
yeah.
also has a YouTube page as well.
I do. I have a YouTube page, and my website is dojonesmusic.com.
Hmm.
So everything will be up there. I'm gearing up for it. I'm really excited, and I just think this is the season. So
It is, and I'm
here
sure
we
everybody
go.
will be listening out, waiting for you to release it. Because now you done said it, everybody's like gonna be like, okay, when she gonna do it?
Yeah, I know.
When she gonna do it?
That's why I
Because
say things out loud. Now I have to be accountable and do it. No, I'm kidding. I really have intentions to do it.
yeah. I know, and because though you guys y'all been bringing it from, especially you. You've been dropping singles
Yeah.
from left to right. That's nothing for her to do. But Miss Doe Jones, I do want to thank you for embracing the Lady Boss Show
Oh,
with your
thank you for
presence
having me.
and with your, I mean, just your spirit, your humbleness. Thank you
Thank you for
so much
having me.
for taking time out. I may have to get you back again. Have like a little discussion.
Hey, show me how you do this show and you can have me back again. I really like it. I was like, look at this platform. It's great.
I got to come to Dallas and then bring my laptop and everything. Then I got to
Oh
show you.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got to
I'm
do
here
that.
for it. I'm here for
Yeah.
it.
We got to do that.
I
But
am.
ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Doe Jones. And I hope you guys
Yay.
like and share the video to your friends so they can see, our little discussion that we had this evening on the Lady Boss Show. Thank you guys for watching. Have a
Thank
good, awesome
you.
Friday. Enjoy your weekend.
All right.